Come on, then, baby, to love line. I can tell you how sweet it should be. What's cracking, you guys? Saludos. What's up, Jess? How you doing? Good morning, homie. Demons there. Salud. Droopy, what's up, homie? Greetings. How you doing, homie? Saludos. Are listening to FBA music. Apparently, Soul Slayer. I didn't know what FBA was creator of all music, but sending you in the chat respects. Gracias, Jess. Leo, Sunny, buenos dias. Buenos dias, homie. Man, I'm going stir crazy over here. Telling you. With my leg being down, can't really do anything. I'm in pain. All I sit here to do is look at TV, play on my fucking phone, get on the internet, try to think of videos to do. I'm so fucking burned out. I don't know what to do anymore. Hello, Sunny tapping here at work at my lunch break, homie. All right, Andrew, how you doing, dog? Hello, Droops. Leo, Drew. Yeah, so I'm just kind of fucking. But you know what I did notice something today? I was looking on the internet and I seen Hoodstocks. He got his studio up and running. But they were talking about this guy Creeper from Orange County. I happen to know Creeper. I actually know Drew. I know Creeper and I know Lucky from Hoodstocks, right? A little bit. I know Creeper a little bit more. I'm not getting in their business. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the problem is. All I'm gonna say is I hope those two gentlemen work it out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not taking sides, not jumping in, nothing. I think they're both good homies as far as that goes. But like I said, I'm not getting involved in the business. I just want to say I hope that they get work out their problems, resolve their problems without violence. You know what I mean? But What stocks look really good. Look pretty good yesterday. Well, the day they were on, it looked pretty good. I think it was yesterday. Drew, saludos, Jess. Salud. I didn't watch the whole thing, just parts of it. Salud, Jess from Andrew. Drew, salud, Jess. Leo, Jess, what's up? Sunny. Very hot in Arizona. Is it? What part of Arizona you at, homie? You know what I used to do, Andrew? When I was driving for Northern and Poppy State. Northern Refrigerated and Poppy State, right? They're sister companies. So I'll be taking ice cream and taking other stuff over there, fucking to Arizona, to Tempe, to uh, Casa Grande, Phoenix, Glendale, all the areas, right? And it would get really hot. I would park the truck, and I would open the back of the truck, and I would jump in the freezer. It would be unfreezing. I would lay my blanket out, and I go to sleep in the fucking back of the truck. It was too fucking hot out there, homie. What's the word from the bird? What's up, Big Widow? How you doing, homie? V, hello, Mr. Sunny in chat. Hey, V, how are you? How's mom? How's she doing today? Hello, Sunny from Widow. Skip, good morning to the Su 13. What's up, Skip? How you doing, homie? Hello, Sunny, Leo, Widow, saludos. Widow, Leo, Jess, what's up, Widow? Widow said Skip. B, well, good afternoon. Droops, 21 days of 100 degrees plus here in Central Texas. Ooh-wee. I know you're hating it right now, huh, Droops? Last night, dude, when I went to bed, I went about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was humid and hot as fucking here last night. And I've been sleeping in the front room because I don't want to keep my wife up all night. You know what I mean? Tossing and turning with my leg. Hello, V. Good to see you from Leo. It's hot out here in Antelope Valley from Demon Slayer. I bet, homie. The hero permission in the strip. Eso güero. Permiso en la tira. Permiso. V, she's good. We did a breathing treatment and she ate her breakfast. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Sonny, for standing up for the raza. Hey, homie, I'm not trying to be nobody special or a leader position for the raza, but I'm not gonna let somebody bad talk my raza. It's not. I got love for my raza. You know what I mean? But thank you, homie. I just finished creasing up my 10-foot blue bandana. I said, damn, 10 foot, homie. Shouldn't it be 13 feet? Oh, you fucking up, dog. Should be 13 feet, homie. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. Andrew, salud, güero. Droops. Salud, Droops. Still sipping on my coffee from Droops. Yeah, so I made a video to FBA last night, right? Pointing out the obvious. In reality, it really doesn't bug me how they look at me. It doesn't bug me. But at the same time, I want the FBA followers to understand that the content creators are not being upfront with them and being honest with them. You know what I mean? I seen the video, Sonny. Gracias for that good video. Gracias, Jess. I appreciate that, homie. I love my raza, homie. I didn't used to be like that before I got busted. And I got busted and I fell in love with my raza, man. I did. I really did. Couldn't see myself hurting my own raza anymore. It was about, we're going to stand up for ours. As I get older, I'm not trying to get involved in shit like that, but at the same time, I'm not going to let somebody disrespect my raza and try to take our culture away. Our cultura, that's ours. That belongs to us. And I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? Gondas Drew from Droops. Sonny, you missed 1960s. I ain't that old, homie. I was born in 68, homie, but no, I'm not that old, homie. Hello, güero from B. But I remember the 1970s very well, homie. I remember dressing me like I was a hippie. Bell bottoms and multicolored shirts. The kind of shoots Güero wears now. Chicano pride all day, Droops. You know that, homie. That's Mando right there. That's more Mando than fucking yard time, homie. Got to be proud of what we are. In fact, you know what? See that picture up there? You see it, right? The one with me and my brother and my mom and my dad. That was from the 70s. That was about 70, maybe 73. 1970. And believe it or not, that's a drawing. That's not a picture. That's a drawing. Alma bought me for that. My Chris 40, I think 40th birthday. She bought it for me. Had it done as a portrait. That's the only thing I got left in my family right there. That's my dad. That was my mom. And my brother, which I don't talk to no more. But that's the last of my family right there. That's it. That's all I got. If is culture and Chicano culture similar? Is FBA culture and Chicano culture similar? There are similar things. We were both enslaved. We were both used for free labor. We were both hung. And the biggest difference is the land that was taken was Raza land. It was indigenous land. It wasn't black land. What was fucked up that did happen to the blacks was they were taken from their land. They were brought from Africa over here, enslaved, and put on ships, and they were sold by their own people. That didn't happen to Chicano. So there is a similarity, yes. Our fights are similar, yes. But just with that being said, That doesn't give a right for somebody to try to eradicate our history. You know what I mean? It's bad enough theirs history got eradicated through slavery and through the Atlantic slave trade. It's not right that they try to do that to us. You know what I mean? We didn't do that to them. Why should we be persecuted or attacked because of that? Senor Son, I thought you hijacked one of those first 1958 Impalas. No, no, no. Skip, do you miss when homies would wear khakis to their necks? You know what? The difference now between the way the dress code was now and the way it was back then was, I think we were neater back then. I think we had more pride in on how we dressed. As we got older, or time went by, they started to get baggier and less impressive, not ironed like they used to be. Where it got so big, it looked sloppy. It wasn't neat like back in the 70s or back in the early 80s. Back in the 70s and early 80s, fools were dressed to impress. That was the word. And that changed. And I do miss that part. It's like show pride. You know what I mean? You had pride in the way you dress. Can you show us the pic? What's wrong, that one? Yeah, that's my mom and dad right there, man. And that picture was me and my brother was taken at the Methadone Center. I remember the day it was taken. Forgive me, right when I tapped in, I got a phone call. No trip, Weddle, no trip. Good old jazz. Let me see if I can get a better picture of that for you guys. That is a picture. That's a drawing. It's a portrait drawing. Pastels. That is my dad. That was about a week before my dad passed away. Literally about a week. That picture was my mom when she was 18 years old. Believe it or not, she was 18 in that pic. My dad was already 52 when he passed. So that was about a week before he died. And that's my brother to the right with the big dorky smile right there. And then me, you can see my big old head. And like I said, that picture was taken in a Methadone Center. Hello, V from Güero. Güero said, Andrew, Jess, eso, Güero, permiso en la tira. V said, Güero, just kidding. Güero, Jules, Andrew, salud, Güero. Güero, V, that's a beautiful pic. Yeah, you know what? I cried when I got it. It gets me emotional. Tell you the truth, it gets me emotional every time I see it. Güero, Demon Slayer, do you think there was black indigenous people here in America? No, I don't, Demon Slayer. I believe, well, from what history tells us, and I believe it, was Indian indigenous people took black slaves in and brought them into the fold and helped them so they wouldn't get captured. They even went to war for them. Just like Mexico accepted blacks into their country to protect them, Native Americans did the same thing. The Seminoles in Florida were a prime example of this. Now there's a big war going on between the Seminoles and the black community because the black Seminoles are trying to get reparations for the Seminole tribe, when in reality they took them in. They weren't full-blood indigenous. They were bred into the culture. Senor, you look very much like your dad. I heard that. Everybody tells me that shit. Yonda, Güero. But you know what? To tell you the truth, man, I really, that shit gets me emotional. I had just got out of prison. Even now it gets me emotional. I had just got out of prison. In a second. I hadn't had a chance to go see my mother in the cemetery. I was just dealing with the fact that my mother was really dead. Because when I got told that my mother was died, it was in 1993, and I was in reception. And somewhere in my mind, I just said it was a joke. It was a sick joke. And I always told myself, I'll deal with it when I get out. I'm not going to deal with it now. So I went on normal programming, not tripping about nothing, not thinking about it, nothing. Because I kind of figured my mom would be here when I got out. She promised me she would. Well, she wasn't. She was gone. I didn't get to say goodbye. So when I'm getting to that picture, it really hurt. So that's just to be completely honest. Wow, you're on early. Good evening. Good morning, Sonny and Chad. Good morning, Diana. Yeah, I'm going to stir crazy in here. Buenos dias, D. V. Diana, hello, Frank. Good to see you. Hello, Diana, SGV. Senor, you're a good reflection of your parents. I hope so, Jess. I really do. Can't stay. I have a doctor's appointment in a few. Handle your business, Diana. Take care and make sure you get taken care of well. I don't know. I really don't care. I just don't like the fact that they say our ancestors never existed. That's just worse than racism. It's just pure evil. Yes, Wedo, and I feel the same way. I think it is racism, but it's like they're trying to eradicate our history, our culture, and that's what pisses me off. That's what gets me mad. You know, you got a problem with the whites. Go deal with the whites. Why are you making videos about us? I was looking at one of the FBA content creators, and he has maybe 10 videos real quick that I've seen about raza, and maybe 2 about something else. Their whole prime thing is about raza, indigenous, the Chicanos attacking us. I don't understand why. You know what I mean? And I did tell you guys I don't understand why I became the poster child. I understand why now. I'm the poster child because I'm the only one who puts my picture up. All these other content creators that do argue with this do not put their picture up, and I understand why. But I put my picture up. So they need a face with the evil person. Be prayers. You're strong, senor. Gracias, Jess. Able, no las cosas. Hey, homie, have you ever had a fried tamale? Everybody thinks I'm tripping, but those shits are they are bomb, homie. Yes, I've had fried tamales. My wife fries them every time she gets tamales. She'll fry them. They're fucking bomb, homie. They are fucking bomb. I think they're better than the regular tamales. To tell you the truth, in some cases, the Spaniards went as far as to race us. They buried complete pyramids and built shit on it. FBR are trying to do the same. Yes, well, they're doing the exact same thing the Spaniards did. They're trying to do to us, and they want us to sit there and take it. That's the travesty of this all. Is they're trying to do the same things the Spaniards did, and they're trying to fucking make us just sit there and take it. Oh, they got us fucking twisted. Mexico was fighting back on the French during U.S. war. France was also helping supply the South during Civil War. Mexico pushed back on French help. Is that right, Agent Orange? V, Agent Orange. Hello, friend. Good to see you. V, Wedo. I misunderstood Abel's comment. Read a female friend. A female friend? Well, I do that a lot. Wedo, I misunderstand people's comments. Jess and yours, Sonny, ever tell you that you conduct yourself like a member from the Italian mafia? No, Jess. I got a funny story. We went to Orale Sunny, AO from Güero, government username. I got a funny story. Went to Vegas, me and Alma, and I was driving to, I think I was driving to Oregon. So I was on this long desert road, and I used to listen to the stupid show that would come on. There was nothing else on. It was a talk show. And this guy offered, I'll give you 4 days, 3 nights, paid vacation to Vegas, all expenses paid, dinner, everything. Give you, I think it was $500 gambling money, and we'll put you up at Caesar's Palace. So, like I said, it was really secluded area. So I got on really easy. I answered the question. I won. Probably the only thing I've ever won. So sure enough, they give me everything paid to go to Vegas. All I had to do was get there. So we went there, and as we went, we were enjoying the sights. We were having a good time. Me and Alma went for a walk, and we ran across a timeshare guys, those timeshare guys. And the guy says, we'll give you free tickets to this if you go for an hour or 2 hours to our seminar. Yeah, fuck it, let's roll. We were kind of bored. Not bored, but tired, so we wanted a place to kick back and relax. So we went, and they were giving us a sale pitch. And I remember looking at people around me, and there was these Italians, and they had like turtleneck sweaters and blazers. And I was like, really bad acne. And I was like, damn, I was telling them, you know what? These fools look like mafiosos. So when we were buying, they started to catch an attitude. So I started to catch an attitude. And I'm telling you, these dudes look like mafiosos. And I had something. So I wasn't really worried. And I told her, hey, fool, are you guys from the Italian mob? You should have seen their faces. They were so mad. I was like, oh, I can't believe you just did that. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I started talking shit. It was like funny. It was like just dumb, you know. I had just paroled. I'm a fucking idiot. They were pressuring us. They got me mad. But yeah, those timeshares, I believe that they were Italian mob type people that were doing that organized crime. But yeah, my dumb ass went there. And yes, I did say Little Caesar's Palace. Sorry, government. I tried, homie. Able fried tamales sound good. They are, Güero. They're bomb, homie. If you could do, and you could do it yourself at home. You get a tamale. You put what do they call the plancha? Put some manteca on it. Manteca. Use some manteca. And you just take your time, put it in a low flame, get it hot, and start frying them. Fucking bomb, homie. Güero, peas. My wife's the one that showed me that shit. Little Caesar Palace Pizza, AO, and at the time the French were a superpower. Güero, did y'all know Caesar salad was made in Mexico and Italian made it, but in Mexico? Yes, I did see that the other day on YouTube, homie. I was tripping out myself. Demon, hilarious. Yes, Güero, they still had the Napoleon strength in their ranks. Government, hello, wow, that's a Güero government. Kenzie. Sonny, what do you think about the boxing fight with Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez? I didn't watch it, homie. I used to watch boxing religiously, and when after I seen there was a couple fights that I was questioning, but then when I seen Mayweather and De La Hoya fight, I stopped watching after that. I was like, no, I'm cool. It was just too fixed for me, homie. I'm good with that. So I really don't watch it, dog. I apologize. Lard is the healthiest grease to use. Is that right, Güero? Government, Sonny keeps it 100. I tried, dog. Government, that's Güero. Big Lenny, what's up, Sonny? I'm off work today and tomorrow, so I'm getting drunk. Be careful, just don't be driving, Lenny. Don't be driving, homie. Armando, boxing is fake. I think the outcomes are fake nowadays. I didn't see the whole fight, just the highlights. I can't really comment on it from Weddle. Big Lenny laughing. I said, Weddle, Kenzie, fist bump. Yeah, you guys got me thinking about my mom and dad now. You know, it's fucked up. As my age, I'm almost 60. I still need my mom and dad. I still feel like I need them. Yes, they had drug problems. They weren't very good parents. But I love the shit out of both of them. And sometimes, you know, you just need somebody to talk to. Somebody you know you can really confide in that doesn't have anything to gain by what you're doing or what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Other than just being there for you. And a parent is something that does that. It's hard to find that relationship with a parent and anybody else in the world. I could tell things to Alma, but it's not the same as telling my parents because my parents are not going to look at it the same way. So it hurt me, especially when my mom died. They wouldn't let me go see her. It tore me up when my dad died. But to not being able to go see my mom when I could have really hurt me. It fucked me up bad. But you know what? In a weird way, that's what made me change. That's what made me become a different person. Because every time I was going to get something really, really serious in the joint, see, in the county was something different. I was getting involved in a gang of shit. But when I hit the joint, I kind of stole my role a little bit because every time I was getting into something, my mom's picture would pop up in my head, making me promise that I would stay out of certain things. But when I made the promise, that wasn't my real intentions. But she went and passed away on me, fucked me up, made me hold my promise to her. But in the county, it was a whole different ballgame. I was, let's rope. You know what I mean? Senor Sonny, who taught you how to conduct yourself? From Jess. I was pulled aside. Cooking oil has too many chemicals and ingredients. I was pulled aside because of something that I did in Corcoran when I first rolled up. And I was conducting myself just fine in the county. I had some little problems here and there, but it was nothing big, nothing major. It never got checked. But that was about people pushing me certain ways, thinking that I was just going to fold or, county games, right? But I have uncles, I have cousins, I have people that have been throughout the system, so I knew a little something. So when I hit the joint and I did do something that I didn't realize that was wrong, I got pulled to the side. But instead of getting fucking booked or hurt, homie pulled me aside and talked to me and explained it to me. After that, they put a guy on me that used to watch me over me for years. He was with me for a couple of years, like 3 years, and he constantly was on me. Don't do this. Don't act this way. Don't act this way. You think you conduct yourself this way, this way, this way, this way, and that's what happened. I had somebody mentor me because I had homies that cared about me. You know what I mean? That I earned their respect somewhere along the line, and they looked out for me. Big man, there is people like that in prison that will look out for you, but you got to show them something. Big Lenny, no drinking, driving, homie. I already got 2 DUIs. That's good, Lenny. I'm glad you're not drinking and driving, homie. Some people never learn, dog. Bueno, Amanda, hello. Big Lenny, ese güero. Yes, senor, can you play a song? More internal. I will put it this one song, but I'm not it's hard to do it because I'm doing it on the phone, so I'm gonna play it one song, but that's it. Get great deals on Toyota's most efficient lineup of hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric vehicles. Like the RAV4 hybrid or plug-in hybrid, with the power and capability to take you farther. Prius hybrid or plug-in hybrid, offering tech
and efficiency for every adventure. Or all-electric BZ with the range to extend your summer play.
All right, I'll put it on right now, homie. There you go, dog. Jess, that's my jam. Reminds me of my sister, rest in peace, from Güero. V, Agent Orange. I was closer to my dad. I thought I would miss him. I don't miss him at all. I think about him at least 10 times a day from Agent Orange. I was closer to my dad than my mother. But my dad died when I was about 12 years old. Unfortunately, I had to be the one to find him. So it hit me hard because I was extremely close with them. My mom, I loved dearly, but my brother was closer to her and it hurt him more when my mom passed. But she died when I was already in prison, about 10 years after my dad. Unfortunately, we don't got neither parent, me or my brother. And we don't even have each other. Reminds me of me, abuela. From Jess, Iron Bobby. What up, bro? How you doing, homie? Saludos. AO from Güero, prayers. Güero, AO. I love my dad, but we really never talked since I was 16. He passed away a few years ago. From Güero. Ches, prayers. It's a beautiful song. V, Agent Orange, Güero, prayers. Iron Bobby, fist bump. Agent Orange, Güero. My dad and uncles put in a lot of time with us from Agent Orange. Troops, I got my Class A. Took for 10 years for DUIs, and I was driving a regular truck. Troops. That sucks, man. Hello, Güero. We still lost 11 cousins to the streets from Agent Orange. AO, I spent the time with my dad, either working or drinking. I was young. You know, I had fucked up one time when I was a kid. My dad was talking to me about prison. And my mom got on my dad and was like, what are you doing? Why are you teaching him this? Why are you telling him this? And my dad had told my mom. And I remember my mom, they told me to get out of the house, to go out in the room, out the room. But I remember hearing my dad tell my mom, you know and I know where he's going. He's going to prison. There's no way around it. He's going to go to prison. He doesn't learn. He doesn't listen. And I'm trying to keep him alive. And my father knew me. He knew what I was. He knew who I was, how I acted, and what was going to happen. And it's fucked up when I was with Alma, right? My mom told my Alma, leave him. He's busted right now. Just leave him. Cut ties with him. Just leave him. And Alma was like, why? Why would I do that? I'm not going to leave him like that. And my mother told Alma, I'm telling you because he's never going to learn. He's always going to be in and out, or he's going to die in jail or on the streets. He's not going to learn. And Alma struggled with that for quite a few years. And one day she told me about it. And I told her, well, you know what? I'm going to make a conscious effort to be different. And I did. I made that conscious effort to change my life because it hurt me to think my mom thought that I was going to be an animal for the rest of my life. Because my mom thought I was an animal. There was something that happened. And my mother pointed that out to me and asked me about something. And I lied to her and she told me, who the fuck are you? You're not no fucking animal. What's wrong with you? And there's certain aspects about my relationship with my mother that really hurt me. But those are the couple things that really, really fucked me up in the head. You know what I mean? Realizing that what she was saying, a lot of it was true. But thankfully, I am smart enough to know when I am making mistakes and how to rectify them. I don't keep making same mistakes. I'm a quick learner. Güero, troops. I never had a DUI. Either have I. Well, actually, I did get a DUI. I got a DUI in 1989, but I wasn't drunk. They gave me a sobriety test after I went through the windshield of the car. And I couldn't pass the sobriety test because they had a major concussion and they arrested him for DUI. They finally did the blood work, came back and said, he's not drunk. They were like, what? He's not drunk. Get him the fuck out of here. If I had to refuse, if I had refused all the tests, it would have only been a year from Droops. Well, there's a trick to that, Droops. There's no such thing as a sobriety test. They can give you a test, a blowing test, right? But in order to do that, they have to arrest you prior to you taking the test. You can't deny the test after you've been arrested. You could deny the test before you were arrested. It's a little loophole they got. Sonny, were you in and out or a long stretch? I did a long stretch, Agent Orange. I did 8 years. I had 36 to life, overturned it. And I came out in 8 years. My mom is still alive. I visit her at least once a year in California. She's like 85. I'm close to my mom. That's right, Weddle. I'm glad you have that opportunity to make it up to her. To show her that you're doing good, Holmes. Demon Slayer, that is good. You made changes for the better. Yeah, I did, man. And my kid helped me do that, my son. Because, we used to talk and visiting, and he would tell me, Dad, tell the judge you won't do it no more. Tell the police you won't do it no more so you can come home. You know, that kind of eats a motherfucker up no matter how hard you are. Well, I quit getting drunk when I got married in 2000. After that, I've never been drunk from Weddle. V, Weddle, that's good. You go see your mom and call her as much as you can. Yes, Weddle. V is right. Just saludo, Big Sonny. I pray you're doing well and your healing is going smooth. Gracias, homie. I appreciate that, dog. How you doing, old Crush? 1 second, I've been calling her more frequently, V. She used to call me because I wouldn't call. That's good, Weddle. It's probably because you're not getting high no more, Weddle. It's probably because you're clean. You've been doing good. You start to think about things better. I had a friend that his mother was dying from cancer not too long ago. She passed. And he was drinking a lot. I talked to him, what's up, homie? And he was drunk. He was like, nah, I'm just dealing with my mom. And I go, did you get your answers? What do you mean? I go, the answer's on the bottom of that bottle. I go, did the bottom of the bottle forgive you? What are you talking about? I go, dude, you have an opportunity to make amends with your mother. You know what's going to happen. You have that opportunity to make amends with her, make everything good. And instead of fucking drinking, you could be over there spending time with her and making her happy. I go, you got a gift. A lot of people don't get that gift. That fool stopped drinking, started spending time with mom. He said that was the best decision he made. Sir, volver. Senor Sonny, did you have big homies from Elmwood that also conducted themselves like you? No, we didn't have big homies. We were the beginning of the neighborhood, homies. We were the first generation, homie. My clique was the first generation, dog. So no, we had to learn everything on our own. I'm telling you, I had a lot of family members, uncles, dad, everybody. You know what I mean? A lot of people that stuck up for me. Weddle, please call her as much as you can from being. That's right. Carlos, Islos, how you doing, homie? Saludos. Weddle, saludos. Eddie, Limones. Good morning, home, and everyone in the chat. Hope all is good. Saludos, big dog. Yes, I was lost in my own world for a long time from Weddle. Weddle, Eddie, fist bump. V. Morales. Eddie, hello, friend. V. Money. Or S. Chess, how cool, senor. Shout out to your clique. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I would come home from school or at a friend's house or whatever. My dad would be drunk playing Volver in front of the house with his friends. With their little guitar. That's why I know the song Volver, because my dad used to play it all the time. Damn, I remember that well when I took your cornbread, Sonny, from Güero. Güero, East Los Carlos. Eddie, what's up, Güero and B? East Los Carlos from Güero. Fist bump. East Los, Eddie. Saludos. What's up, Carlos from Eddie? That was one of the good things I used to love about it. I didn't really like seeing my dad drunk. I got so tired of it. He used to drink all the time, but when he did play Wolvera, or he had a good time with it, I was like, cool, let him enjoy it, you know what I mean? But you know what, Jess? My clique, dog, we had so much love for each other, dog. We all get busted. Nobody would roll over. You didn't worry about nobody tallying. It wasn't until my neighbor got bigger that all that shit started. Then prison politics came involved. And it changed the whole dynamic of what my neighborhood or what my clique was. For the most part, and I'm not saying it for everybody, but for the most part, I'm one of the only ones that's alienated from the clique. Because I was locked up so long, it changed my mentality versus the homies that are all kicking together right now. They're all good with each other. Because they still have the same mentality they had when we were kids. Versus me, I fell into all that prison, how to conduct yourself in prison, where I kind of lost what we had on Elmwood. Senor, tell us how Elmwood started. Elmwood started in 1980. It was there was a white boy gang, a punk rock gang. You used to drive around and jump raza. That's all they did. It was a racial thing. There was one gang, Burbank 13, that we had went to and told them, hey, we're getting rushed by these fools. You got our back, our play. They didn't. We formed a group together to walk together, played football. We were called the Burbank Executioners. Then their white boy gang was hanging around with Westside Clanton and some dudes from Westside Clanton. And one day it just jumped off between us. From there on, we were just a neighborhood. My jefe and uncles always sang and drank. My jefe had a band. He sang at a bar and shit. He quit because a drunk shot his friend because they didn't sing a song he requested from Güero. Oh, that shit sucks. I mean, was it hard to get permission from the big homies? That wasn't the thing back then, Jess. It wasn't like today. Today's different from when a neighborhood started back then. You had to earn your stripes back then. As far as getting a green light to make a neighborhood, I'm sure it's different. I'm not sure how that works nowadays. Just, we don't really talk about those things. But back in the day when we were coming up, it was you had to earn your way in to anything. You had to get acknowledgement from putting in work, and that's how my neighborhood came up. When I see my mom sleeping, sometimes I get mad with anger because I know it's coming. She was a terrible drunk when I was little, but I can't leave her or put her home or just let her go. I know, V. I know exactly what you mean. I used to get mad at my mom seeing her over all strung out and sick. I used to hate it. It's like, man, I used to pray sometimes man, just take and get it over with. But like I said, my mother wasn't the best mother. My father wasn't the best father, but I loved them. I understand they had their problems, V. They obviously did something right because they did love them. But I used to get mad at my mom. My brother used to get mad at my mom. But when she left, it really fucked us up. It really hurt us. And no matter how much you think you're prepared for it, you're not. But we're praying for you, V. We're praying for Gloria. I don't know, man. So much shit's passed. Time has passed. So many mistakes I want to rectify that I can't. You know what I mean? There's things I want to tell my mom and my dad. There's things I wish I would have did. I go to school. Same old pictures. Yep, sitting here put up. I I wish I would have done things different. You know what I mean? Not just for my parents, but for myself. If I would have had myself taken care of, I could have provided better for my family, for my wife and my kids. I fucked up. You know what I mean? I had to work hard. V said that's why I don't drink because I hated how she would act when she was drunk. But I look at her now, I cry, but she can't eat. I don't know. That's probably one of the reasons I'm not an alcoholic or an addict is because I did see my mom and dad go through the same shit. My dad was a heroin addict. My mom was a heroin addict. My dad was a drunk to top it off. My dad was more into the alcohol than the drugs. But in the end, my dad overdosed. And like I said, I'm the one that found him. So it put something in me where I didn't want to be put my kid. I never wanted to put my kids through that. I never wanted my kids to see me drunk or loaded, so I stopped doing it. I don't know how my parents put up with us. If my kids were anything like us, I'd go crazy. You know. V said, "Sorry, Mr. Son." No, no problem. We deal with what we got to deal with. You know what I mean? We learn to survive. All I know is I try to make my kids' life better. That's it. All the mistakes I made with my parents, I try to rectify with my kids. I have a good relationship with my kids. Um, my kids are never gonna have to struggle like I did. My kids are never gonna have to go through what I did, and thank God for that. You know what I mean? And that's something I learned. Just said, "Wow, Senor, sir." But we're survivors, V. That's what we do. We make it. We don't fake it. We just take it. You know. Think last month was my mother was dead. Uh, 30, I want to say 28 years. We said, that's right. Prayers, V, from Carlos Islos. Carlos, you prayers from V. But I'm fortunate. I have a lot of people that look out for me. I do have a lot of people that look out for me. I have friends that are well over 40 years. One called me the other day just to check on me and see how I was doing because they know how I get. That person was there when I got shot. That person was there when I got stabbed. One of the times. And she goes out her way to call. Alma knows her. Goes out her way to call and check on me to see how we're doing. Uh, to make sure I'm not fucking up, doing nothing stupid. She gets on me like I was the mother. I even call her mama because she gets on me like she's my mother. But I have friends like that I've had for years and years and years. I listen to them when they tell me I'm fucking up. I didn't want my kids to go through what we went through with my Jefe's drinking addictions. I did worse though. I was high every day from Weddle. See, that's a mistake I didn't make, Weddle. I did make that mistake. I wasn't high or drunk every day, and that I did keep my word about that. You know, did you ever meet anyone who was a pachuco? My grandfather was a pachuco. Fool. My grandfather was a pachuco. Zeus. Zeus, Sonny, you remind me of my uncles that I love very much. Respect you, sir. You will get along great with them. Gracias, Zeus. I appreciate that, homie. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Zeus, Güero, Zeus. In fact, I got to set my alarm. Set alarm for 2:30. I got to move my car back. I fucked up today too because I have the walker. You guys know I have the walker, but I've been walking a couple feet without the walker around the house trying to strengthen my leg, right? And I got in the car, I parked it, and I realized I had forgot the fucking walker. Oh my god, I was dying coming back. I almost fell. And I had dreams where I'm tripping and shit, and that shit fucked my leg up even more. JG back in the days. Question, bro. What do we need to do to better our Latino California youth from gangs? What's your perspective and how would you fix the situation if you could? I really think education is the key to it. I think as a community, we push certain things on how to conduct ourselves that causes us to do those same things in the streets. Um, the machismo shit. Uh, I always try to teach my kids to turn the other cheek. There was no reason to fight and do that, and I think uh, I think that how my kids cope with things a little bit better. I think we need to understand that the way we were taught necessarily isn't the right way. We can do better. We need education. We really do need education and to push it. We don't push education, not even enough. We push kids going to get a job, a part-time job before we do school. I always push my kids to go to school instead of get a part-time job. I tell them don't worry about money. We'll deal with the money. We just need to get you in school, keep you in school. That's my opinion, homie. I don't know. Do you know how we picked up the Pachuco Stilo? Yes, that's a question I don't want to ask because last time RC got highly upset because he wanted to be a certain way, and I thought it was a little different. Mr. Sonny, last night my mom just came out and told me, Mija, you know I don't have long, but you'll be okay financially. I don't care about the money. I won't have nobody in my life after she goes to home. That's not necessarily a good thing, V. You need to have your own life. As far as money, I understand. And I'd give up everything just to have my mom and dad just another day. I would give up all my financial money. But when your mother does go, you need to move on with your life and get your life together and enjoy yourself. Have a life. Have your own life. Whether you really, really understand it or not, V, you mean something to somebody. There's things that you do that's gonna really mean something to somebody, and it's a little selfish to say, "Well, I'm just gonna give up because my mom's gone." And I mean that respectfully. But I know the money ain't mean nothing. Money means nothing without your mother. JG, my kids never joined a gang, but I moved out of state. I moved into a middle class neighborhood in Dallas, Texas. Are they doing? I'm sure they're doing better, right, Weddle? That's the way to do it, homie. V Morales, fuck the money. I need my Thelma, peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper. That's what I call us. That's right, V. But she wants you to be happy. She wants you to be happy. And like I said, you mean something to somebody. So they want to see you happy too. You need to be happy. You deserve to be happy too, V. Yes, I understand you need to be for your mother right now. I understand that completely. I encourage it. But at the end of it, you need to get your life back together too. Have a life. Don't just sit there and dwell on it. B, keep your head up, and I hope everything is okay with you guys. You don't have to worry about having nobody because you found the channel. You have great friends here, and I'm new here from Zeus. That's right, Zeus. Start would be is to get corporations out of kids' sports and let communities run it like the old days. That's the way to look at it. V said, yes, sir, prayers. JG, back in the days. I said, Weddle, yeah, I feel you, bro. I know the solution and it would never happen because we're too stubborn to make changes. I just wanted to know Sonny's perspective. Yeah, and we do need to make changes because I didn't raise my kids the way I was raised. I refused to raise them the way I was raised. I didn't want my kids to go through the same shit I go through. I see my cousins, which are a lot younger than me, some of my cousins, and they grew up the same way I grew up, and they're just as fucked up as I was. G Unit wins. Garza. Saludos, compa. Love the music. What's up, Art? How are you? Saludos. Shout out to you, the wife and the kids. How you been, man? Zeus, thank you from V. Chris, just stopping by to fuck shit up. What's up, Chris? How you doing, dog? JG, back in the days. I agree with you, Sonny. We need to somehow break those thoughts. I agree with you. How's your husky with this heat? She's fine. She's inside. How do you say? Watch. Hold on. She just posted up in here in the air conditioning. She's good, man. I bring her inside, Art. That's where I got my dog from, Art, from the G Unit. I got my husky from her. Dude said, I'll be back from Chris. Yes, sir. JG, yes. We're stubborn. I only left California because my mom asked me to leave the state. If it wasn't for my mom, I'd probably be dead or in prison from Weddle. Weddle said, thank you, Chris. We needed it. G Unit from Weddle. G Unit, gracias. Happy for the Twins being blessed in football. I know. I heard he turned it up. Hope they're doing good. Glad. I was hoping to get this movie thing off the. Man, we got fucked up, Wart. We got fucked up with that fucking what is it that when they stopped making all the movies, they fucked us up, man. It really did, dog. It put everything to us all out of whack and all kinds of shit. But I'm still trying, man. We're still trying, dog. Compa. Well, Mama knows best from V. Yes, sir. Mama knows best. I miss my mom, though. My mom was cool as fuck sometimes. I just wish she would. I don't know what got her in the drugs that she got, but I know when my mom was clean, she was the best person, best mom in the world. V, yes, from Güero. Where's Keisha from Güero? She's probably too early for her. JD, I said, Güero, you made a solid choice, bro. I'm 50 years old this year, and I'm surprised I lived this long. I moved to California last year to get my kids and grandkids out of the streets for life. Yes, JD. I'm gonna try to do that within the next couple of years. Get my grandkids away from here. Hopefully, my son lets us. And that might let me help them get away from the city to change it. You know what I mean? It's toxic sometimes. Even though my kids aren't involved in nothing, it's still, there's a potential that something can happen and they're there. Everything, take care. God bless you all. JG, back in the days. You too. Igualmente, homie. G Unit. I'm very strict with my boys, compa, because growing up in Boyle Heights was hard. Don't want that from. I know you are, G Unit. I know you are, Art. I know you're constantly on the kids. And you got beautiful kids, respectful kids. I love the shit out of them. Yo, I finally got a call back from a potential hire. Woohoo. That's right, Zeus. You know it was going to happen, homie. You know it was going to happen, dog. When you least expect it, good teams open. Doors open, homie. Well, JG, I'm 53. Well, say JG. Well, connection, 53 years old, young, homie, correction. V, Zeus, congratulations. Weddle got a job too. He's a stripper, male stripper, gay stripper. Don't look a day over 30 laughing my ass off from Zeus. I don't I don't feel a day over 80 from Weddle. Yeah, I'm not bro. Same thing from you, Weddle. Thank you guys from Zeus. Please, Zeus, can I borrow $2? LOL. Can you make that $4 now? Jess and your Sonny don't have a lot of female friends back then. Sonny, didn't have a lot of No, Jess, I did. I had a lot. I actually have a lot of female friends, homie. I actually have a lot of female friends. I've always been respected by the females. Yes, I was a little whore, to say the least. But some of my best friends were females that I got along with great. And to this day that I've been friends with them well over 40 years. There's uh there's this lady named Holly. I think we were 38. So she's been friends with me for 41 years. I got Laura. Laura, I've been friends with her since we were in 7th grade. I have a girl named Lorena that I've been friends with since 6th grade. I have a girl named Sandra, friends with her since 6th grade. Um, I have a couple of homegirls. I'm telling you, I got a lot of female friends that there's never been no romantic feelings, never been any romantic messing around, nothing, but I've been friends with them for years. So, yes, I've had a lot of females uh, as friends. I know how to keep that line, Jess. VV, yes, OFC. Jesus, make it rain on Güero, LOL. Yes, we're going to bring out the dollars. V, laughing, Güero. Hey, Mr. Stripper Sonny. I strip for women. You strip for men, animals, and empty holes in the wall for Güero. Hey, you know, Güero's front lap dances. Just playing, Güero. LOL, just kidding. I'm going to stop here laughing my ass off from Zeus. V, Agent Orange laughing. That's cool, senor. Did you fall in love easy? No, Jess, I didn't. I think that may be why I was able to keep those lines is because I didn't. I thought I was in love a couple times, and I didn't know what love was until I met Alma. Honest to God. What AO mean, guys? What's AO mean? It's Agent Orange. Agent Orange Zeus from Güero. Zeus, oh yeah, huh? Okay, thank you. V laughing. G Unit Compa is the odor still bad? Air quality is so getting and turning. No, homie, is it? It affected us a couple days, but we brought the dogs in, so they weren't out there. But yeah, it was depending on which way the wind blown that we got that smoke. No lie, Sinner. Did any of them women even try to cross the line? Yeah, of course, some did. Some did, but there's if I got a friend, I'd rather have a friend than somebody I mess around with. Though it was more important to have a friend than somebody just because of a piece of ass. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I used to be a little whore, but I had respect for certain women too. Like Wedo, I just use it for sex. I take his cornbread and that's it. I don't look at Wedo as a friend. Hi, Wedo. Wedo's just cornbread. That's all he is. Sonny, when you were a kid, did you ever blow bubbles? I'm not answering that, Wedo. No, not answering that. Be laughing my ass off. I'm not answering that, Wedo. Cochino. Wedo. Asking some way out questions like that. Don't let me find out you're FBA, Weddle. You laughing while Bubbles is looking for you. Fuck you, Güero. Just Güero laughing. Yeah. See, Güero. That's a Güero laughing. I see how it is, Güero. I see, homie. Said the blind man. Senor Sonny was jumping rope. No, never into jumping rope, homie. Never into roller skating. I did skateboard for a little bit. I did ride a bike. I was more into sports, chasing women. Everybody quiet all of a sudden. Why is that? Man, I'm telling you, I'm going stir crazy in this house, man. All I sit here all day is doing nothing. I gotta wash all the clothes right now. I gotta wash all my clothes. I got a bunch of clothes that just sat in the closet for a long time, and I'm just I don't like my clothes like that. They smell mildewy, not mildewy, but just old stench. So I take them out of the closet or my drawers and I fold them or wash them again. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that shit to keep me busy a little bit. Guero said, Sonny, you know we get FBA visits right here, right? I seen two that come in here. I seen them on Baby Ye's live. They know me. I say hello to them. They don't talk shit because I don't talk shit. Yeah, I know they're watching. They can watch all they want, homie. I don't care what FBA thinks of me. I honestly don't. They're trying to find something to confirm what they believe about me. They're not gonna find it because it's not true, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? Senor Sonny, I like the early lives. Sonny, what would be different today than when you went into county? Agent Orange. Sonny, what would be different today than when you went into county? I probably would have went to school sooner, got an education, and did something with it instead of going to the county and trying to prove myself to the homies and everybody else that I'm this down motherfucker. But in reality, nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? When I was just too ignorant to understand that. So yeah, I would have went. I would have went to. I would have probably went to school, got an education, and tried to do something with my life better. Since you're Sunny, do we have black people on here? Yeah, we do. We do have some black subscribers. I've met a few of them. Very respectful, very nice. So we do have some people from the black community that subscribe to the channel. We recently had some FBA that subscribed to the channel that said that I had made a difference on a video that I made, and they had seen clip videos and doctored videos to make me look bad until they heard what I had said. So yeah, we do. And like I said, I don't have a problem with the black community. I don't think the black community and FBA are the same thing, but I do have a problem with FBA trying to steal our culture. My ex just got here and she's talking shit from Weddle. Why is she talking shit, Weddle? V, did Miss Alma take your breath away? I'm asking respectfully. Yeah, she did. She did. As soon as I met her, I knew she was different. Everything changed for me back then, V. When I met Alma, everything changed for me in my life. Things started to clarify and make a little bit more sense. I started to care about things when I got with Alma. And before that, I didn't care about nothing and nobody. What do you like about the FBA community from Demon Slayer? I like the fact that they do have pride. I would like it more though if they took the time to really understand what they're doing and not just to follow some of the FBA recruiter or content creators blindly the way they do. But I do like the fact that they do have pride in their community, but they're just misguided. They're too quick to understand, think that it's always just about them. V said, Güero, hey, Mr. Sonny, Jazz. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? V, El Señor Sonny, Jazz or V, Güero, V Morales, Jazz. Hugo Raza from Vic. How you doing, homie? Güero says she sees me on YouTube and she wants my attention. Well, give her your attention, Güero. Tell her to get on the chat and you'll answer her in the chat. That's a true blessing, Mr. Sonny. Yes, it is, V. Good response. Thank you. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Alma. That's the honest to God truth. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the person I am today without Alma. I was a train wreck without Alma. We have come a long way and things have changed along. Things have changed a lot throughout our life, but without Alma, I wouldn't be alive. It's just that simple. I just wouldn't want to be alive. I was miserable before I met her. Good response. Sandra. Hi, Sonny. How you doing, Rosa? How you been, Sandra? Sandra of the Rosa. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Bobby Ye, and if you like me, because I've noticed he just has a lot of passion for his people. And I voice that to them. They respect the fact I know that's all it is. Yeah, I've never had a problem with Bobby Ye. He's never, as far as I know, never had a reason to go on his chat or whatever. But they do have a lot of passion for their people, and that's cool. But I think it's just misguided by trying to steal somebody else's culture. But that is from content creators pushing narratives and not really giving a fuck. Those are the content creators that are pushing those narratives really don't care about their people. Or they wouldn't be pushing for that kind of narrative. We said, thank God for Miss Alma. Yeah, she did change my life. She gave me 2 beautiful kids. Well, it's not YouTube. It's the fact that you are on your device. She sees it from a different perspective. Agent or Sandra, I'm good for man. Good, Sandra. I think I'm gonna take you guys in the kitchen with me where I make something to eat because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Hold on. Agent Orange fist bump. Yeah, she wants your attention, Weddle. Hold on. Gotta make me something to eat. Silly to argue about events that took place hundreds of years ago. Yes, he's so. Carlos, you're right. It is. The people that did all the wrong to people are gone, buried. How do you expect me to pay for their sins? That's what I don't understand why people do that or argue that point. That's my gripe. I don't know how anybody wants me to pay for somebody else's mistakes. Make a shout out to Rosa Miranda so she can hear. Rosa Miranda, salud. How you doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day. And do me a favor, and put a finger in Güero's butt. He likes that shit. Is that a good one, Güero? I want my wrench back, Senor. There you go, Jess. Hold on, you guys. Gotta wash my hands. Güero's the only one worried about his wrench. He don't even use the wrench. He just wants the wrench. He doesn't even use it. Be laughing my ass off. Güero laughing, huh, Güero? Güero's like, I'm happy. I'm getting a finger in my butt. My daughter is here. My ex said, what the fuck? Tell her we're trying to make her laugh. Tell her the guy in the video is an asshole. But an asshole's a useful thing. My daughter's here. My ex said, what the fuck? Güero vouches for me, man. From Jess. Jess wants a wrench. Give him one. Güero. Damn. Greetings, chat. From Joe Below. Saludos, Sonny. Chat. What's up, homie? How you doing? Saludos. Güero said Joe Blow. Agent Orange Joe. Peace. I don't think Jess has ever used his wrench. I can't remember him ever using his wrench. He was never has he ever used it. So I don't know why he cries about it so much. What's up, Nella, homie? 1977. Gonzalez is what's cracking, dog? Güero said Gonzalez, Joe Blow. Güero. Hey, old Carlos and V. Güero said Jess laughing. Here's to the streets. Odorless Sunny Boy, can you get your opinion on something from a southern perspective? Being a northern, my perspective is biased. Yes, sir. Go ahead, shoot, homie. I don't know how my ex gang membership would help, but okay. I'd rather talk to trolls from Güero. Barmero from East Los. I was in a dark time in my life, senor, but I'm here now, and I would highly appreciate my ranch back. In due time, Güero, in due time. In due time, just making me some papas, you guys. Some eggs. This shit hurts when I'm standing up, though. Won't stop, can't stop the Fernandez Revolution. Rudy, how you doing, homie? Carlos, Rudy. I have to watch my grandson for a few minutes. Handle your business, Güero. Seems like the South is encouraging him to. I have to watch. Okay. Ears to the street. Seems like the South is encouraging him to. My question is basically, why has anyone stopped this kid from making himself in the South look foolish? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Who are you talking about? You missed the part one, son. Oh, okay, Agent Orange. That's okay. Let me look for it. Orderly, Sonny Boy, can you get your opinion? That was part one. Part two didn't come on, homie. Or part one didn't come on. So you have to do part one again for me, homie, because I didn't see it. Who are we talking about? What's happening? I apologize for that, homie. It starts with Tommy Gunn. Okay, Tommy Gunn. Okay, and it says this scene is encouraging though. Question is basically, why hasn't anyone stopped this kid from making himself and the South look bad? Because for the most part, and this is just me, I'm not speaking for anybody else. This is how I see it, homie. Tommy Gunn is a rapper. And most guys from the South that are really functioning like that do not really care for Tommy Gunn in that manner as far as being a representative of the South. They don't look him as a representative of the South. Tommy Gunn's a representative of himself. That's it. He's switch from top message to all messages, brother. All right, hold on a second. All messages. Tommy Gunn went on a no jumper mocking the Mongolian, saying Southerners are more militant than shaved heads to not leave DNA. I know it's bullshit, but he has a norteño. He'd be silenced. Part one. Okay. I'll answer that right now. To the best of my ability. Tommy Gunn went on no jumper. For one, he should have been on no jumper if he was participating in what I would say politics as far as gang mentality, right? Because most people from the Southern Car don't want nothing to do with no jumper. But there are people that have gone in no jumper, and some people are cool with it, some not. But in reality, Tommy Gunn is nothing but a rapper to people like myself. Now, no disrespect to him, but he's a rapper. And if he was really about that life, he'd be out there gangbanging and not rapping. He would be proving this point instead of talking about it or singing about it in a song. There's nobody out here but somebody like me. I can't tell Tommy Gunn anything. People like me cannot tell Tommy Gunn anything. Even if I was fully functioning, running around, acting like a fool, I would be in no place to tell that man anything. It would have to come from somebody that from his area and somebody with some a little bit of respect in that area. I don't think anybody really takes Tommy Gunn seriously. I don't take him seriously. The Mongolians, what a lot of people don't know, Tommy Gun probably doesn't know, but the Mongolians is nothing new. Back in my day, people had tails, and some people were Mongolians. So him to talk about Mongolians as if we're more militant, I'll tell you right now, from being from the South, North is more militant, far more militant than the South. But the thing about the South is we have the numbers, and motherfuckers are willing to go all the way out. Rudy, I have to watch my grandson for a few minutes from Wedo. It seems like the South is encouraging him, though. My question is basically why hasn't anyone stopped this kid? Because there's no real Southerner is going to push to help him. There's no real Southerner that's going to get on YouTube and talk about it and say, hey, Tommy Guns, you need to do that, because nobody cares about him. To us, it's just, to us, we're looking at it as it's publicity stuff. People like Swifty Blue, he got in trouble, right? Running his mouth the wrong way. And eventually, if you run your mouth the wrong way, you're going to get caught up. But he's trying to pull the 6ix9ine. He's trying to, nobody cares what he's doing. No, he's not pushing no agenda. He ain't running nothing. And as a somebody from up north, I wouldn't think you would care. And that's not, I'm not trying to say mean. It's just, don't let little shit like that get to you. A real Southerner's not going to be doing that shit. He'll get in trouble. But he's a rapper, homie. He's not somebody that's running around acting gangbanging. He might get mad at me for saying that. I don't know if he even knows who I am. But the simple fact is he's a rapper. Guys my age never looked at a rapper as if he's really that guy. There are some, very few, but there are a couple. But like I said, they're usually in the rap game. They got a persona they're going with. You missed part 1, Sonny. It starts with switch to top message. Okay. Hi, Sonny from Raymond Rios. How you doing, home son? Appreciate it, made to help you out around in a mini skirt, looking like a baddie. No, Jess, I ain't trying to get in trouble. Hello. You worry about women too much. Sonny didn't even read part 1, but already knows how Tommy Gun rolls. Yeah, Raymond, Supreme Channel already got deleted once. If we attack him as a single team, he will most likely be unable to upload another channel forever again. I'm down with that, homie. Should all complain about his ass. No, I wouldn't complain. I'm just not that type. I'm not the type to complain, homie. But I understand if somebody does. I agree. That should be the way he talks is reckless. Thank you, Sonny. Zeus, any fun plans for today? No, Zeus. I'm just trying to eat right now, get something in my stomach, and relax my leg. Funny, if you or anyone else read this, we all need to start flagging, reporting King Supreme's channel. His last channel, when he made content about Mexicans, he disrespected using a foul accent. Yes, he called us border hoppers to top it off. Raymond, he is very disrespectful, and he is a bigot and a racist. No doubt it about that dude. But nobody says anything, so he gets away with it. I actually confronted him on it. He tried to say, no, it's a fact. Here's your street. Gracias. Agent Orange. Raymond, that's against YouTube terms and policy. Sonny can lose his channel if he agrees, which he won't. Just saying from Agent Orange. Whoops, my last message was meant for Sonny. Please ignore the word funny on the previous message I just sent. Saludos, Sonny. Salutes to the chat as well. From Mishika, how you doing, homie? Timing is insignificant, a non-factor. Yes, he is insignificant, a non-factor. He's trying to make himself a factor. But as far as say so, he has none. Absolutely none. Zero. He doesn't represent me. Even if I was gangbang, he doesn't represent me. Orange Supreme's channel already got taken down one time because he was disrespecting for Raymond. Yeah, homies. Got it coming too. Okay, Arn Grim Anderson. Salute, Sonny. How you doing, homie? Salute. Joe Blow. Active SS. Southsiders can't really be rappers who function as representatives of the Sur. Can't serve two masters, so to speak. Yeah, they don't got no say so. And they're not really hot, really like in the system. I can tell you how people felt about rappers back then. They didn't hold them in high regard. So I don't see much changing. I've heard even Scripted Blue say that rappers ain't well liked in prison. Raymond, I don't know who he is. Agent Nord, he is FBA content creator that's constantly disrespecting Raza. He's the one that's always coming after me. What? V Morales. He called us that? Yes, he did, V. Facts, Sonny, for Joe Blow. Mashika, I called out that white boy with a tan to debate me. Didn't even respond. Red Supreme is a scary little girl. He don't wanna debate you, homie. You're gonna make him look dumb. Look for love. Like don't. Yeah, he don't want none of you, Michika. He don't want to be embarrassed. Because you'll set him down with facts that he can't. It's bad enough he's already making things up about them being indigenous and people are blindly following them. We're missing something. Sorry, Sonny, sir, everyone here has so much experience with life, and I feel like I'm such a nerd here. All I can bring peace and love and funny moments. Laughing my ass off. Hey, homie, everybody has experience. I'm sure you have a lot of experiences I don't have. Probably a lot of necessary experiences that I need, and I don't have them. Don't ever shortchange yourself, homie. But yet he doesn't mention the names of the tribes, his food, customs, etc. Yeah, Raymond, he's not going to mention it because he knows there is none. Don't you notice they're always calling me? You notice they're always calling me a Mexican American? When has anybody ever heard me say I ever lived in Mexico? They do that because they want people to believe their narrative. How is it going to look when they say, oh, an indigenous guy that's from a real Indian tribe is saying that we're not indigenous? It's not going to look good, huh? So what they got to do? Oh, this guy from a different country is talking shit, but he doesn't know. Oh, you might be right. Amen. Sonny, you should make more videos and content talking about your Pomo roots. I might, homie. I'm thinking about it. It's a good idea. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second, you guys. Long-standing thing for colonizers, whites to claim indigenous blood. Why is always debated guilt? I don't know. From Joe Blow. I'd be down for Pomo content. I think I might do something like I'm part Indian. Thousands claim it from Joe Blow. Below, there's some white American YouTuber who is claiming indigenous whites were here before anyone else. LOL. I've also heard about Asians trying to say that natives wouldn't exist if they weren't for them. I love the way everybody uses that what if kind of shit. Oh, man. You know it's fucking hot. Hold on, you guys. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there.
Car Fomo Hotline.
I bought a car, but I'm just wondering if there's one that I would have liked even more.
How many cars did you test drive?
This one I bought.
Yep, that's Car Fomo. You'll have to go to Cerritos Auto Square for the cure. They're the only place in SoCal.
Ah, Raymond, I believe it. What up, Sonny from Sacktown 916? How you doing, Lucas? Agent Orange. What up, Upper? Well, what's up, Upper? Lucas from Agent Orange.
Details at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Ready for your dream getaway? AAA Travel is here to make it happen. Our travel advisors handle the details, so you can focus on making memories. Book with AAA Travel and vacation with confidence.
Hold on, you guys. Almost done. Almost.
Travel to learn more.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with this damn refrigerator, man. Okay, you guys. Oh, shit. I forgot my fucking phone. Fuck. Hold on. I'm probably going to get off right now so I can eat. I don't like eating and being on the computer at the same time, but I let it cool down for a couple minutes. Oh, shit. Joe Blow, my dad is half Choctaw, and he said nobody claimed native blood before the civil rights movement. The stigma and repercussions were too strong. Yes. There was a lot of people, like, you weren't allowed to talk Spanish back in those days. You weren't allowed to be claiming Indian. You weren't allowed to claim a lot of things. But it was funny because it only seemed like it was us that they were pushing that against. Half-breed kind of shit like that, etc. Yes. I have a lot of family members on the tribal from Pomo, even though they won't claim us because they don't want us to get casino money. But as far as family, they know we are family. Yeah, exactly, Sonny. Joe Blow. All right, you guys. I don't know if you guys seen what I made. Some potatoes, some mashed scrambled eggs. Proof is in Grand Canyon. Yes, sure, Agent Orange. What you make? Potatoes, some eggs. What's up, Chris? No taters. No, sir. There's no tortas around right now. There's no hookers. No $2 hookers right now. All right, you guys. I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you being on. I'll probably be on later tonight. Right now, I'm gonna just eat my grub and try to relax my leg a little bit. All right, later, folks. Joe Blow, everybody. Stay blessed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.